Hello, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos regarding confidence and such, and I've realized that some of them are not that bad, others are pretty good. And since I work as a life coach, I coach people around the world, I decided to actually create this video to help people, understand more about confidence and knowing what it is and how to be more confident. And starting talking about confidence, I have to start tackling the false beliefs that people have regarding confidence. A lot of people want to feel confident but start feeling inferior as soon as they encounter someone else. And the shocking truth that people don't really understand is that we actually feel bad, not because people treat us badly, but because of the obvious existing inadequate feelings that we have inside of us. So let me give you this small example of why we feel like that. They tell you to always think positively and stuff, and then they tell you to sort of stand in the mirror and say, I'm confident, I'm confident, I'm confident. And then if you keep doing that, your subconscious mind is going to go like, excuse me, who was shaking a while ago? So that doesn't work, right? I'm not against positive thinking or anything. Positive thinking is good, but you got to take action in order for your positive thinking to sort of work. Anyways, getting back to confidence. So let's say you started wearing something new that you really like today, whatever, and then you sort of walk in the street and then people are looking at you, and you sort of, at this point, you're going to think that people are actually looking at you because of what you're wearing, but actually most of them are just looking. And then vice versa, if your shirt isn't ironed properly and then you go down the street, you're going to think that every single person that's looking at you is actually looking at you because of your unironed shirt. Now, this is just to show you that a lot of people have misunderstanding of how other people think of them. We sort of interpret things according to how we see them. So what does this all have to do with self-confidence? Well, if you interpret every single reaction that people make according to the ideas you have, you're just going to feel down the whole time. So the right thing to do is bring awareness of the good and the bad things about you. Let me tell you more about awareness so that we're on the same page here. Let's say you just bought a new cell phone and you suddenly realize that a lot of people actually have it. And another example, another obvious example for this is that when you buy a car and then you suddenly realize that a lot of people have it, and so on. It goes for a lot of things. You buy stuff and then you suddenly feel that everyone's got it. You learn a new word and suddenly everyone's using it. You hear about someone and suddenly everyone's talking about it. The truth is that these things and these people were always there, but they weren't really in your awareness. And when you put things into your awareness, your subconscious mind sort of starts proving it to you and sort of, brings it to your awareness even more. So the more you think, for example, that you're good looking and pretty and confident, the more your subconscious mind is going to prove it to you. For, whoever's going to talk to you, the conversations, the situations and whatever, it's going to bring out all the things in it to prove to you that you are confident, or whatever the positive thing that you want to prove to yourself. And vice versa, you have people who have a problem with weight, and if they keep it in their awareness, they're going to start analyzing and thinking that every situation that happens is because of their weight, but actually it's not. People are not really concerned about your weight as much as you have it in your mind. So basically, these are all limiting beliefs that people start to build when as children, from the way their parents maybe treated them, or the lack of the social skills that they needed to acquire while being children and didn't know how to really deal with people. But anyways, it all starts with your childhood, and people have had a lot of bad experiences, but the difference between a confident person and a non-confident person is that they both went through a lot of failures, but a confident person decided to move on, and a non-confident person decided to stop and build a false belief. In order to remove false beliefs, okay, let's say it like that, to remove false beliefs is quite easy, but if you need more information about that, my next video about confidence, I'm going to talk more about how to really get rid of all your false beliefs and how to have a more healthier life. See you next time!